We are headed to Jacksonville today. According to Navionics, it's supposed to be a 6-hour trip. Hopefully we can get there a little less time, but who knows, whatever. And as always, if we can sail, we'll probably throw a sail out. I don't really know though. I feel like the wind is supposed to be like slightly light or something. I don't know.
Supposed to get like up to 10 knots today.
Oh, there we go. Yesterday, man, oh my goodness, we hit 6 knots, over 6 knots several times while we were sailing. And then, of course, right as we're getting to the anchorage, it's even more windy. So we hit almost 7 knots. And we're like, dude, we got to slow down right now, not speed up. So, yeah, eventually Frank pulled in the jib sail. And then we were able to slow down and turn into here. And we started the engine and then just anchored. Yeah. The tide here it changes by 5 feet. That's crazy. We are sort of not used to that because we have been in South Florida all this time, and most of Florida, at least on the East Coast, there is no tide. Like, it might change by like 6 inches or something like that. Like, otherwise there's really not that big of a tide shift. So to come here and the tide change be 5 feet, pretty wild. Yeah. Anyways, let's go to Jacksonville.
We sailed up to Jacksonville from St. Augustine. We actually sailed up to a free dock. Jacksonville has several free docks that are great for travelers, whether you're northbound or southbound. You can stay there 3 days at a time. The ones by the Jaguars Stadium actually has free power. We stayed at the one closer to the ICW, closer to the Jacksonville Inlet. But then we actually ended up moving to an anchorage a little bit further south in Jacksonville because it was nearer lots of amenities. We only got the big handle now.
Mm-hmm.
As per usual, we ended up spending a lot longer in Jacksonville than we planned. Did a lot of fishing, worked on the sail, met some cool boat neighbors. So Jacksonville was a good time.
The sail.
This is the Speedy Stitcher. We got a good deal on this. Shout out to that lady. She said that West Marine price matches.
At that location, she told us that they price match to anywhere within a 50-mile radius of that store and Amazon.
I've been thinking about it. I kind of don't want to do it because the Bimini is old, but I do think we need to unclip it so that I can work on the sail. It's like right here, like the repair. So like if we could lean the Bimini forward just a little bit, I think that might help. Can you do that one?
We've never done this before.
Never. That's good. Like, it doesn't even have to be that much. I can just stand here. Yeah. Like, I'm in it now. I really, on here. I might need a step. We got that step. Stand on.
Are you talking about the silver one or the two-stepper? Because the two-stepper might be a little safer. Might be a little sturdier. This came undone during the wake. Yes, it is.
See, this is where we need tape. So we're gonna put tape here, but this should just be able to get sewn. Piece through it right now, see how it goes. It's real thick.
Watch your fingers, baby. Get out of here. Fucking bugs.
It's supposed to scrunch up. Scrunched up. And then stick this in through it. And then pull it out. Gotta do another one. That's cool, like how it makes the loop itself. Because if I had to like get in there and pull it out, I had to do that on the first one, and it was kind of annoying. But it's making the loop by itself now.
Nice.
It's just hard to see, like where I'm going. You know, the sewing machine, you're working from the top.
Mm-hmm. It's so hot, baby.
Yeah, like I'm only gonna do a couple more. It's just, it is turning into something. Can you see?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a couple more. It is definitely hot AF. I kind of want them closer.
The closer, the better.
Right. This isn't too bad, like, as far as effort. It's just hot.
Yes.
But this is actually pretty easy. And the sewing machine couldn't get through this part right here. Like, this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, probably like 5 plies or something.
It's pretty effed up. They literally sped up right next to that boat. They were 10 feet from the boat.
Yeah. But I mean, even you drove by that boat on the wrong side, so that boat is like real close to the channel. It's questionable, I guess. Luckily, it's
I
nobody on
mostly
it.
just meant like you could damn near reach out and touch the sailboat from where they were, and then they were like, I choose right now to speed up.
Listen, man, it's like they have passed the zone. That's what we know. Powerboaters, like, once they can speed, they will speed. Immediately.
Just so annoying.
Immediately. But I think that's another reason why we kept maneuvering, so that we could be in a place that we felt like the wake wouldn't be too crazy. Like, our wake here has been tolerable, like we said.
Mm-hmm.
We're just far enough from the channel and from the speed zone.
Are you done?
I'm gonna stop for now. It seems like okay, you know. It's definitely like, once I get all the way down, I think it'll be nice. And I'm probably gonna do this side with tape. So we might do the tape too. Like, stitch the tape. But for a test, I think that was cool. Just seeing how it works. Whew! Tide goes up real crazy here in Jacksonville. The water was all the way up to where the dinghy is. The dinghy was actually floating when we left it. And now it is not. About 20 feet from the water. I believe the tide goes up like 3 or 4 feet in elevation. But that means a lot for this little dinghy landing. Time to drag it out the mud. It's super hot here, but it's supposed to not rain for the next couple of days, so at least that's cool. I'm headed back to continue working on the sail. Jess is at Starbucks working on one of our YouTube episodes and a Patreon episode, so we're gonna split up and get a lot done today. We should be leaving here sometime early next week. We've seen some weather windows that look nice, and we're gonna continue on north. We got some things to do before we get going. It's a little windy, but a little breeze is good. Especially when it's hot. All right, let's see what we got going on here. I've done some of this. Try to show you guys that. This tape. Put some sail tape on here. Much better than duct tape. Yes, you can see. That's with the Speedy stitcher right here. And I also did one on this side. Every so often the line on the Speedy stitcher gets tangled, so I end up stopping, but I think if I get the pattern down right, I should be able to get a longer stitch in. But so far I've got 2 stitches in and some sail tape. There's a couple sections I want to hit up with the stitch, and this definitely needs some sail tape right here where our batten is. It keeps sliding out. We're going to get that patched up, and then we'll be ready to go. We've sailed the sail as is in moderate breezes, maybe 15 knots or less. But before we get on the Atlantic, we want to have it as good as we can get it. We want to put our best foot forward when we go in the Atlantic. The Atlantic demands respect. Doing a little surface prep. Singing a song or something?
Yes.
What song?
Why it popped into my head, but it was whatever they say.
Or whatever they were saying.
Baby, your big hands are in my way.
I think I need a water break. Water!
No wake zone. No wake zone. We're still gonna get wake. See how it affects the boat ahead of us. Something like that on a little boat, that sucks. It's dissipating a little as it comes towards us. Brace yourself for the wake, baby. See our bow going up and down too. Definitely not the worst wake we've ever experienced. Huh?
I said that's probably more than enough. Thank you for using contact. So, this is So I spent the majority of this day hand sewing this sail, and really that was like hand sewing and then taking breaks, getting out of the sun because it was very hot in Jacksonville. But other than that, I felt like the Speedy Stitcher was pretty cool. Like, I felt some type of way about how big the holes were that the needle punched, but I understood because it was meant for these heavy canvases. Like, it's advertised that it can go through leather and it can go through jeans, and it's supposed to be able to go through like your outdoor material, so I understood. Overall, I'm cool with the Speedy Stitcher.
But I am not a trick. I might buy you food, give you dick, put you on game. Every now and then, take a trip. Alkaline water, took a sip and when it was. Hey, bitch, quit playing with me. Man, look good, sweetheart. Numbers. Hey. Problems with being a boss. We ain't been home, but we hear all the talking. Hit them with hollows and clean them with salt. Salt in the wound and my heart in the cooler. Frozen like I gave my heart to my jeweler. Told him to. Yeah.
One of our boat neighbors nicknamed our boat Shark Bite. I see all this moving and darting and stuff. But what is it?
Little shadows, man. The sun is that way, but we gotta work. Want to do this while it's not hot. Got a couple more patches, but this is the highest one, I believe. We did a lot of work to the sail up there when it was down. This is all reachable from the cockpit, so we're getting this.
looking like Monday may be our departure day. The weather holds up. We may have the opportunity to sail north for 2 or 3 days, so definitely want our sail to be ready for that.
I had the sail better.
That's it for this episode, people. We'll see you next time where we get a little more familiar with Jacksonville. Peace. It's so fucking hot. My goodness.
Oh, it's so hot. Let's get in the shade for a second.
I'm just telling you that I'm cooking here,
Me too.
and I don't like it. I don't want to be
You
here
saw I
anymore.
was trying to implement your thing, but we can't even find the thing.
Implement my thing. We can't find the thing. Oh, about the shade?
Yeah.
What I said about the shade. Rest in peace to the red cart. Yes, it did. Yeah.
I'm also talking to you, so like you can respond. This boat's coming.
Will they adhere to the no wake sign? You can see the no wake sign right there. Should I start a new clip?
Keep this clip going and get the wake as it hits those 2 boats. Like it hit that boat already, I guess. So see how we go. It hasn't been
We're
bad here.
already shaking a little, bouncing up a little.
Like, we've definitely had worse wakes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I would say it's tolerable here. Alright, start a new clip.